For numbers, wherein we can use the split method, it's quite easy to determine the answer. But before that, let me explain you that why am I teaching this particular technique. The reason is percentage is a very important chapter. In most of the calculations we use percentages. So first let me explain. When it comes to 1 by 2, yeah, so 1 by 2, okay, if I have to express this in terms of percentage, I multiply it with 100 percentage. I need to have this percentage symbol. So it's equal to 50 percentage. We don't have any problem with 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, and then 1 by 5, because 1 by 2, we know that it is 33.33 percentage. 1 by 4 is 25 percentage, and 1 by 5 is 20 percentage. Now let's look at this number 1 by 6. For 1 by 6, I can use the split method. 1 by 6, I can write it as 1 by 2 into 1 by 3. And I know that 1 by 3 in terms of percentage is 33.33 percentage. So half of it is 16.66 percentage. Now let me consider 1 by 8. So 1 by 8 in terms of percentage, it is 1 by 2. I can actually split it as 1 by 2 into 1 by 4. I know that 1 by 4 in terms of percentage, it is 25 percentage. So what is half of 25 percentage? It is 12.5 percentage. So please understand that, for all these numbers, I can actually split and then do the calculations. But for prime numbers, especially 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, and then so on, since it's a prime number, I cannot split it. And please note that most of the other numbers that are there are actually, multiples of this. So then how do I remember? So there's a very easy way to remember. Take this number 1 by 7. Okay. Now what is double of 7? Double of 7 is 14. Now what is double of 14? Double of 14 is 28. So 1 by 7 in terms of percentage is 14.28 percentage. Now let's take 1 by 9, because 1 by 9 I can actually use the split method. I can split it. So again, I know that 1 by 3 into this 1 by 3, I can express it as 33.33 percentage. So 1/3 of this is 11.11 percentage. Okay. Now 1 by 9 and 1 by 9 has a very close similarity, because 1 by 9 is 11.11 percentage. When I have to write down 1 by 11, if I have to express it in terms of percentage, then just remember it as 9.09 percentage. So please be careful, don't write it down as 9.9, it is actually 9.09 percentage. And that's how you remember the value for 1 by 11. Fine. Now let's take 1 by 13. Now 13 unfortunately is considered to be an unlucky number in the Western world, especially Friday the 13th. Right? So 13 is an unlucky number. So remember it as replacing the unlucky number with sevens. So we have what is called 7.7 percentage. So replacing the unlucky number with all lucky numbers. You look at most of the soccer stars or even the cricket stars, they have jersey number 7. They consider 7 to be a lucky number. So 1 by 13 is an unlucky number. Replace it with all lucky numbers, that is 7. So it is 7.7 percentage. In fact, the actual value is 7.69 percentage, which we have rounded it off as 7.7 so that it's easy to remember. Now let's take, these two numbers, 1 by 17 and then 1 by 19. Now, before I explain this, let's take 1 by 20. Okay, 1 by 20 in terms of percentage, it is equivalent to 5 percentage. Okay, see, the logic is if the denominator value increases, the numerator value will decrease. So I know that 1 by 17 and 1 by 19, the value will be higher than 5 percentage. It will be higher than 5 percentage. So I know for sure that I'll get 5 point something. Okay, now Remember that for 1 by 17, the actual value is 5.88 percentage. So how you can remember it as 88 as in lot, I mean, basically you call, there's a game called Housey Housey. Okay. When you play Housey Housey, it's also known as Tambola. You pronounce, they pronounce 8 as two fat ladies sitting next to each other. Two fat ladies sitting next to each other. So you can remember it as 5.88 percentage. Now, when you take 1 by 19, the value is 5.26 percentage. You can remember that India's Republic Day celebrations, we celebrate it on January 26th. So 5.26 percentage. So you can remember this number, 5.26 percentage. Agree? So for 1 by 17, it is 5.88 percentage. For 1 by 19, it is 5.26 percentage. So please make a note that as the denominator value increases, the numerator value is decreasing. So you're not even confused, because sometimes you might confuse and you might write down the answer for 1 by 17 as 5.26 percentage and for 1 by 19 as 5.88 percentage. Then in that case, you can cross check, in this way, as the denominator value increases, because 1 by we have 19. So the denominator value is increasing from 17 to 19. The numerator value, the answer value, will actually decrease. Okay. Now let's take the last two numbers, which you have to remember. I have 1 by 23 and then I have 1 by 29. Now let's take 1 by 30. So 1 by 30 in terms of percentage, it is 3.33 percentage. So 1 by 30 in terms of percentage, it is 3.33 percentage. Okay. Now 1 by 29, okay, in terms of percentage, it will be, just remember it in this way. See, 1 by 29, the value will be greater than 3.33. So it will be 3 point, replace it with all fours, 3.44 percentage. Again, the actual value is 3.45 percentage, but it's easy to remember it as 3.44 percentage. It's greater than 3.33 percentage. So remember it as 3 point, replacing it with all fours. For 1 by 23, it will be 4 point, replacing it with all three. So it will be 4.33 percentage. Okay, so once you master and then remember all these values, it becomes easy, because even if you take 1 by 51, it is 1 by 3 into 1 by 17. Okay, and you know the value of 1 by 17, you know that it is 5.88 percentage. You can do the calculation and then straight away you can get the answer. So this technique actually teaches you how you can remember the percentages of some of the prime numbers, which you cannot split it.